Donald Trump Jr. is expected back in court today for a second day of testimony in his father's civil fraud trial.
The former president's other son, Eric, is also expected to testify today. Fox 5's Robert Moses joins us from outside State Supreme Court in Lower Manhattan with the latest. Robert, what's happening?
Dan and Tashani, prosecutors still have some questions for Donald Trump Jr., so yes, he will be back on the stand later on today. While he appeared comfortable here earlier this week, he could not hide his contempt for the proceedings unfolding here, calling this a kangaroo court.
I should have worn makeup.
Donald Trump Jr. returns to the witness stand this morning. After he's finished testifying, prosecutors say they will call his brother Eric. Both are defendants, along with their father, former President Donald Trump, in the civil fraud trial. Yesterday on the stand, Don Jr. was asked if he worked on a particular 2017 financial statement. "I did not," he replied. "The accountants worked on it. That's what we pay them for." But he then said that talks he had with others at the Trump Organization may have contributed to the financial statement in question. In a lighter moment yesterday, Judge Arthur Engoron asked him to talk slower. He apologized and quipped, "I moved to Florida, but I kept the New York pace." Earlier this week, he blasted Attorney General Letitia James, who filed the lawsuit that led to this trial, and Judge Engoron, both Democrats.
You're in a kangaroo court, Eric. It doesn't matter what the rules are. It doesn't matter what the Constitution says. It doesn't matter what general practices in business would be. It doesn't matter. They have a narrative. They have an end goal, and they'll do whatever it takes to get there.
James is seeking a fine of $250 million and a ban on the defendants ever doing business again in New York. Before the trial started, Engoron agreed with her that the defendants fraudulently inflated property values to secure better terms from banks and insurance companies. Engoron will decide on what punishment, if any, to dole out at the end of this non-jury trial. The former president himself is expected to testify Monday. Ivanka Trump, who is not a defendant, is scheduled to take the stand Wednesday, although one of her lawyers said he asked a court to block the subpoena compelling her testimony. Yesterday on Truth Social, the former president exclaimed to Engoron, "Leave my children alone."
Besides this civil trial, the former president, of course, faces 4 criminal trials, and the federal judge in Florida overseeing the one involving the former president's alleged mishandling of classified documents seemed to indicate yesterday that she is open to pushing back its May 20th start date. And the reason for that, she says, is that another criminal trial, the one involving the former president's efforts to overturn the 2020 election results, is scheduled to begin in March, so potentially those 2 trials could collide. Dan, back to you.
All right, Robert, thank you very much.